Here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. The fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round. We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Already here, they'll audible to something else. They begin with a run by Smith. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. To the air goes Daniels. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
Those are the ones you dream of as defenders. I think if he gets eyes on the ball a little bit earlier, he might come away with it. Instead, it's going to wind up as just an incomplete pass.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Washington going to send out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
Come on. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Although a jet sweep to start the drive. And some room to work. Now look out. He's to the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. 82 yards. And the Falcons are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive. And it's intercepted. And he's got some space here. And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. They'll run with Robinson. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Bijan Robinson taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Falcons have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
2 yards to go, second down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Here's Daniels. Slings this deep from McLaurin. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. Big yardage that time for Washington. 46 yards.
Seems like all the fireworks in this first quarter have been on the other sideline, but here they're saying, hey, we've got some explosive guys on our side too. And that's a big play in a game that's looking like it might be full of big plays.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, Let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
2 straight runs of 5 yards, 1st and 10.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Off the play fake. Daniels sliding out of the pocket. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick 6.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the 2nd quarter.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the 1st as they kick this one away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Daniels. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Back to throw here. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. 21-0 our score after 1. Back now in Atlanta's second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Robinson, touchdown Falcons. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 28-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Play action. Now it's Daniels. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, they certainly took too long to set up play action. That gave the pass rush time to get home for its first sack of the game. For their sake, they may start to think about the quick game and leave play action alone for a little while.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Throwing now is Daniels. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big gain of 38 there on 3rd down. They go play action. Daniels. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Daniels going to throw again on 2nd down. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. John Franklin Myers. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Five men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. To throw is Daniels. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now. The Commander's going to bring out the field goal unit. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And his kick here is good. And that drops the deficit from 28 to 25. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Falcons continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And a route is on here in this first half. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Daniels looking to throw. And he's got his man out of the slot, complete. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 13 yards there and a Washington first.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
Come on, set. 70 Timberwolf. Watch the boot, watch the boot. Hey, check Buffalo 18. Hey, check Michael Allen,
A first down throw for Daniels. Looking deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Falcons are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Well, that is interception number 4 for him, Charles. 4 here in the first half alone, and they're already trailing by 4 possessions.
Makes me wonder, partner, do they just not have any confidence at all in the backup, or do they just have that much confidence in him? Able to throw 4 picks already, they're certainly hoping that he can turn things around and quickly.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little... Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Through the middle of the field. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. A great play there. 37 yards. And the Commanders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And that will cut this lead down to 25. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well because it's not quite no harm, no foul, but the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound. And the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
41 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Options galore here. Second and a few inches. It got his man complete. And finally wrestled down at the 11. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3. They'll set up a throw.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
Watch the run. Check 52. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Street.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
Hurt. Right there. Hurt.
Now the first carry here for the running back. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run with Hall, and he is going to lose yardage here. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Robinson with another carry.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
And that is exactly what you needed defensively. It's a long road back from here, but that's a good start to the second half as they force a punting situation and a 4th down.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Daniels now to throw on 1st down.
Slings this deep for McLaurin. And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Kelvin Joseph.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
Here's 2nd and 7. And now they'll shift things around.
On play action, they'll throw. It's caught inside the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
That's going to be caught by Pitts.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Robinson is into the end zone. It's a Falcons touchdown.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season. Got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him, and he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main guy.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Now a 2nd down throw for Daniels.
Slings this deep for McLaurin. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 73 yards.
And the Commanders get a bit closer.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will cut this lead down to 25.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
26, Mike, 26, 19, Tiger, 19, go.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Panther 60, Panther 60. 70 Lions, Warriors 70.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup.
Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4. Let's go. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Right there, 54, right there, right there.
He'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. Looking right sideline. That's complete. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our 2nd half blowout material. Robinson up the middle. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 72 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the 2nd half, you got the lead, you're looking at moving on to the conference championship, and he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. That doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down. A nice, consistent gain.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. 3rd and 9 here.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. They still playing sight.
He'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. This just a 24-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, You never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard.
Throwing to start the drive, Daniels. That ball caught by his rookie wideout. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
On 2nd down, it's Daniels.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides, but to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Daniels now on 1st and 10.
Over the middle, it's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
45, 45, 45, Mike, 45. Stop your body. 79 Broncos. Check Mike 45, check Mike 45.
Looking to throw. Daniels. That's caught left side by Simmons. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, a 22.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Mike 3. Mike 3. Come off the ball.
On 1st down, here's Daniels to throw. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Daniels to the air again on 2nd down.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Working out of the gun, Daniels.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And it would appear that that 1st-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round, and they look to book a spot in the conference championship. Here's a 2nd and 5. Now they'll change things up.
54. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 7 yards there and a first down.
We got 4. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Buffalo 18.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Here we go again.
Throwing to start the drive. Daniels looking for a slot man, and he's got him. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Daniels. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down. Operating from the gun. Daniels.
The defense gets a hand on it, but he still grabs it.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw again. That is caught inside the 5.
And the Commanders are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. You remember me?
They'll try to run this one in. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and creep.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Commanders get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have all but booked their ticket to the NFC Championship game next weekend, and they'll look to finish things off here now in this 4th quarter.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Back to throw now on 1st down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Falcons are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. And now an audible here into something else. On first down, Daniels. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Second down, Daniels. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And that is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. They'll drop to throw. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Well, Charles, I know you appreciate seeing this great defense, especially with the heightened intensity of the postseason. These two defenses, they have risen to the occasion to force back-to-back interceptions.
You know me well, Brandon. I always stand with my fellow defenders, and I love watching them make plays, and you nailed it. It's playoff time. This is when it matters most.
Check Michael in your face. 70 Rangers.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. He's to the 15. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back to the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
The Falcons are moving on. Congratulations to them. Thanks for watching, and so long, everybody.